Hello, my fellow Americans and other YouTube viewers. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. Ted Cruz didn't endorse Trump. He got booed. I mean, you know, it's kind of funny what's been happening this week with the Republican convention. I mean, they made such a big deal out of Melania Trump. She may or may not have plagiarized Michelle Obama's speech. I mean, they have done more analysis on that. I mean, is this really what this country is about? Is this what it's concerned about? I mean, let's think about it. Number one, she's not running for office. Number two, it's not like she had state secrets on a unsecured server. Number three, she didn't violate any ethics laws or anything like that. I mean, she wrote a speech and she had people write a speech for her. I mean, number one, English is not her native language. She speaks 5 languages. So, this isn't in defense of it. I mean, hey, I think people borrow words from each other and phrases all the time. I know I do. I mean, one of my favorite things to do is on Facebook, somebody has a birthday. I say, hey, another lap around the sun, happy birthday. That somebody else said that, and I like racing, NASCAR and Indy cars, Formula One, so laps. So we take a lap around the sun. That's 1 year. I thought it was pretty cool, pretty clever. So I borrowed it. I mean, every time I say it, is somebody going to say I plagiarized it? I mean, come on, really? That's what we're concerned about, Melania Trump's speech. I mean, the media, I mean, how many people spent, hours of time on this? For what reason? To somehow, I guess, make Trump look bad? Make people not want to vote for Trump? I mean, what was the point? I mean, was it really even worthy of more than a sentence or two? Oh, it looks like she may have, lifted a couple of sentences out of Michelle Obama's speech. Moving on. No, they're gonna get into this. I mean, don't they have anything better to do? I mean, to me, they should still be talking about Hillary getting off scot-free. And why maybe you can see how some people feel like the justice system treats them unfairly. And maybe that's why some of the things that are happening. Not to justify anything, but just to put it in context. Just to show you how these things can be interrelated. I mean, when are people in power going to be held responsible for their actions and the consequences? I mean, think about it. Hillary Clinton clearly violated the law. She's not held responsible. Let's see. Loretta Lynch talking to Bill Clinton on the tarmac. That was an ethics violation. She's not held accountable. So far, I think it's 4 out of the 6 police people who had something to do with Freddie Gray and the transportation and him dying, they haven't been held accountable. So there's 2 left. Maybe one of those 2 is going to be held accountable. I don't know. I know one thing. I sure wouldn't want to be one of the 2 because I'd be thinking, oh geez, maybe one of us is going to, be held accountable. Because, I mean, if you're in police custody and then you die, if it's not from natural causes, somebody's responsible. I mean, come on, somebody's got to be held responsible and accountable. Because they apprehended you, they put you into custody, and once they put you into custody, then they have to care for you. Their your well-being is their responsibility. They just can't scoop you up and throw you in a cell and not feed you, not give you something to drink, not make sure if you have injuries you're not tended to. No, they're responsible to care for you. They're charged with that duty. I mean, do you realize if there was a disaster that the only people the government are responsible to care for are the prisoners? I mean, think about that. Those are the only people that the government, by law, have to take care of. They don't have to come rescue you. They don't have to feed you. They don't have to water you. They don't have to do anything for you. But the prisoners, yeah, they got to shelter and feed and clothe and care for. But the point is that, I mean, I guess the media has gone mad. I guess they're looking for whatever shiny object they can wave to get your attention so they can sell advertising. They're looking for any little thing to create some drama, some buzz, some trending, something trending. I mean, all the memes about Melania copying off of Michelle Obama. I was listening to Rush Limbaugh the other day, and I don't know how many times he had Obama's copy, word for word copying other people. They got Joe Biden copying. I mean, what is the big deal? They're making it a big deal. They create so many distractions and diversions and distortions. Distract attention, divert attention, distort the facts. I mean, they are so good at it. And most people just, I don't even know if most people care, to tell you the truth. I don't know if most people are involved. I have no clue. I think most people just want to keep a roof over their heads and keep some food in their belly, and stay warm in the winter and cool in the summer, and they pretty much call it good. Because there was something I heard, I think it might have been Rush again, or could have been Hannity, I don't remember who. But, you know, Obama wanted to fundamentally change America, and I think maybe he succeeded, because when I was growing up, I mean, we were taught, at least I was taught, you know, you go to school, you get good grades, you go to college, you get good grades, you get a job, you know, you work hard, you can earn a living, you know, the American dream, nose to the grindstone. You know, don't look for any handouts, too proud to wear handouts or to get a handout. I mean, you'd rather earn your keep than have somebody give it to you. I mean, you know, you go to college, you work during the summer to pay for your books and your next semester's tuition, you know. Yeah, my father paid for my first 3 or 4 semesters, and I paid for the last 3 or 4 because he taught me that, I guess basically to be a man, to take responsibility for my own self. I mean, when you pay for something, usually you take care of it, you appreciate it, and you want to get the, you know, most from your money because you earn that money, you know. Some sweat, labor, brain power went into making that money, so you want to get have a good return on that investment. But nowadays, it's not that way. It's like, oh, you know, I'm coming out of college, I've got all this debt, I can't find a good job, you know, somebody take care of me. Or, you know, I go to school, I get free education, so I study something, so when I get out, nobody wants to hire me because the degree I got really isn't worth the paper it's printed on. So, you know, I'm no good to anybody. I can't find a job. I can't create my own company because I don't have I didn't bother to learn those skills. Instead, I took some, you know, classes that really are just frivolous. So now they want, you know, a place to live, food in their belly, health care, and who knows what else just to be handed to them. You know, just like the immigrants. I mean, before, why did they come to America, the land of opportunity? They know if they can just get here, they have a chance to work, start their little companies and businesses, and make something, because that's what their ancestors did. That's what they're looking for. But now the immigrants come here, oh no, we want to have a baby, anchor baby. We come here illegally, we get an anchor baby, you pay for our baby, you pay for our food, you give us shelter, you know, give us everything. And you got people like Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton out there preaching it. So maybe Obama's fundamental change of America is complete. But I sure don't like it. And Trump seems to be the only one that wants to put things back. Now, a lot of people think he wants to, you know, put things back, you know, the segregation and all that other stuff. And it's just like, that's not what Trump wants to do. At least that's not what he says he wants to do. And I don't see any indication that that's what he's going to do. But it's just kind of sad. It really is sad that this country is just swirling around the toilet bowl ready to go in, and somebody's got to stop it. And you know who that somebody is? That's you and me. We got to get off our you-know-what, and we got to vote. We got to talk to people and get them to vote. I know the vote could be a joke because it could be all rigged and we have no way of knowing it. There's no transparency. I mean, we've got these government officials who are appointed, not elected, and they're just, you know, doing whatever they want, and they're not being held accountable. Like the FBI director. It's just sad. But sooner or later, my fellow Americans, there's something you've got to do before it's too late. And that's wake up and smell the tyranny.